So, today we're going to be talking about Cheryl Reeve. And we're going to be talking about her press conference after the disgrace that was the end of the WNBA finals. Obviously, if you have not seen, it was so bad. It's trending on Twitter how bad the referees were. You got NBA players calling it rigged. And, they just couldn't. They just couldn't let Fee get her MVP. Because if Fee got her finals MVP, there'd be more conversations about her being better than Dolores' friend. So, if I was Cheryl Reeve, she was so calm. She was so calm. Because she didn't even mention the 5-step travel. She didn't even mention the 5-step travel. And I mean that. She didn't even mention the worst part. Whatever, the foul was BS. But, Stewie took, I'm not joking when I say 5 steps. She caught the ball outside the 3-point line and just ran. She just ran with the ball. It was a 5-step travel. And yeah, this is what she said in the press conference.
Coach, maybe you could speak to that too, just about what you saw with the offense over the last half of that game as New York tried
I saw a very physical and aggressive New York team. And we know this from being a part of the game for so long that sometimes you get away with stuff when you're physical and aggressive, and they certainly did.
Well, it was 23-6. They got away with a lot.
It's a shame that officiating had such a hand in a series like this.
The worst part is that yes, they got a very lucky Bridget Carleton foul in Game 4 that probably shouldn't have been called as a foul, but I'm like, man, in the first half it should have been a 15 point. It should have been 15 points at halftime and it was 7 because of the referees. This should have been a 15-point game. The only reason this game was close is because of the refs.
Obviously, there's always going to be a team that's going to be a little more disappointed than the other. I thought today was incredibly disappointing. The challenge, we have got to change our challenge rules, and the officials doing the game should have a third party, because that was not a foul. That call should have been...
I'm actually so shocked that she's going on about the foul, because she's right, it wasn't a foul. But the worst thing about it is literally that it was a 6-step travel. It was a more obvious travel than, remember the Angel Reese double dribble? Where she just caught it with 2 hands and just kept dribbling. It was the most obvious travel call I've ever seen. And it wasn't called. That was the bigger deal to me anyway. That for some reason she just decided, no, I would have made that a bigger point if I was her, if we're being honest.
Officials doing the game should have a third party, because that was not a foul. That call should have been reversed.
And the fact that it was challenged is a disgrace. And what the ref said was even more of a disgrace. She wasn't in legal guarding position. No. You called a foul because you basically said that she slapped her. You called an on the arm foul. And then when you realized Alana Smith didn't even touch the ball, she didn't touch Stewie, she didn't touch anything. You then said she was in legal guarding position. She literally stood there with her hands straight up. Stewie went through her chest. She moved back a little bit. That's literally what happened.
On that challenge, if we sent that clip in, well, first of all, Nafisa Collier, number of times that she's held, etc., and there's nothing down that end, right? Which it's kind of,
for the first time in Fee's career, she has shot the ball over 11 times and not shot a free throw. She shot 23 times and did not shoot one free throw. She was fouled, I would say, 4 to 5 times on layups. I would say 4 to 5 times she was fouled. None of them called. Not one.
Whatever reason in the series, that was kind of the way it was. But when at the other end, when we challenged it, if we would have turned that clip in, they would have told us that it was marginal contact, no foul.
And that's the thing. The funniest part about this is she's right. If there was a last 2-minute report, the last 2-minute report would say no foul. And the fact that even in the last 2-minute report, they would say, no foul, they went to the monitor and still called it a foul, is a disgrace. But you know what? It's not even the poor officiating. The game was rigged. Let's just say it like this. There were so many BS things. They tried to rig the game beforehand. If I was her, I would have just went, this is how the game ended. Jonquel Jones ran through Bridget Carleton. Bridget Carleton was perfectly legal guarding position. She just put her head down, ran through her down 2. They panicked. She ran through the body. It was given as a blocking foul. Then, Fee Collier steals the ball from Breanna Stewart off the ball. It was given as a foul with a hand on the back when Fee didn't touch her. Breanna Stewart's on the line. The referee tried to give them the game to tie it. The previous possession. Brick. Then they go down. Fee, in fairness, Fee does miss the layup. I'm not going to say there was a foul there. And then we saw travel and the free throws. The referees tried to make that game a tie. If I was Cheryl Reeve went in so little. And I mean this. Like, she was so little. Like, she's way too calm here.
Guaranteed. So when you review, those should be the same parameters that you're reviewing with. But the 3 people that are on the game need a third party to let them know. Because
the third party was Kathy Engelbert. And she was saying, get this to OT.
And that decided the game.
Get this to OT. And what did Cheryl Reeve say here?
Will be Reeve cries foul. Bring it on, right? Bring it on. Because this shit was stolen from us. Bring it on.
Okay, thank you, Cheryl Reeve. Thank you. I appreciate that. It was stolen. And if you go and try to, if she gets fined for this, it'll be one of the worst looks. But like I've said it, where it's like, this was what I would call a disgrace to sports. Not just a disgrace to basketball. It's a disgrace. It was a disgrace to sports. Like, we know what the story was. Like, it was absolutely an absolute disgrace to sports. But the reality of the situation is, look, you've got Candace Parker saying falling short is gut-wrenching. They didn't fall short. They won the game. And I mean this. They won the game. They didn't fall short. They won the game. They secured possession of the ball with 5 seconds to go, up by 2 points, and they were not in a position to foul. They could have launched the ball as far as they could and won the game. I'm not saying, when we're talking about 5 seconds to go, there was 3 seconds to go. They had the ball, no one anywhere near them. They could have literally just tossed the ball in the air, and it would have taken the 3 seconds to come down. They won the game. They did not fall short. And Cheryl Reeve is 100% on the money. And if anything, she was too calm. She was way too calm there. But yeah, that is, that's pretty much it. It's a pity. And the reality is, over the course of the season, the best team were New York Liberty. And if, for example, the New York Liberty hit a big shot, if Breanna Stewart had have hit that shot, hit the crazy shot, and it was called an and one. If she hits the shot and it's called an and one, I can guarantee you the refs overturn the call and give Minnesota a chance to win. They don't put it on the line. There's no way. But at the end of the day, this game was rigged. I don't know why it was rigged. Because the New York Liberty are a bigger franchise. The game was rigged. It is what it is.